Chopping up Kalula's favorite treat, Sherry readies herself to enter the corral and approach the young giraffe. When she does, to her surprise, a major milestone is reached. Kalula approaches her. It seems Sherry has finally won her trust. A trust that may eventually be extended to others.
It's been 4.5 weeks now since Lady died. It's hard to believe this is the same little giraffe that would run away every time I got close to her. She's gonna grow up to be a strong, healthy girl. So not so much stress anymore about whether or not she's gonna make it without her mom.
With Kalula's newfound confidence, Sherry and Safari West will be able to provide her with veterinary care should she need it.
I find Kalula, Kibo, and their fellow giraffes are gorgeous. They're also amazing in many ways. Tall as they are, those long necks have only 7 vertebrae in them.
Like most mammals.
Did you know that we have the same number of bones in our own neck?
Tongue length is a different story. Giraffe tongues can extend as far as 18 inches. They use them to strip leaves from tree branches that can't be reached by other herbivores.
And as for those exquisite eyelashes, I'm sure they're the envy of every woman. But nature's designs aren't for cosmetic reasons. In the plains and savanna of Africa, dust storms are abundant, and those lashes provide protection for the eyes. Beauty with a purpose, I guess you could say.
As soon as the baby's hooves were seen protruding from Lady's hindquarters, Kim and Sherry alerted veterinarian Ashley Sansom, currently on her way to the facility. On an average, giraffe labor lasts between 2 and 6 hours. Hopefully, Ashley will arrive before any complications emerge. As Lady's labor intensifies, Sherry and Kim decide to isolate her from the rest of the herd. If any medical complications develop, it will be nearly impossible to provide safe veterinary care with a half a dozen giraffes running about. After successfully isolating Lady, Kim and Sherry position themselves 50 yards away and wait. For the next several hours, they'll quietly observe Lady's progress, together with invited staff and a handful of visitors. And they are joined by veterinarian Ashley Sansom, who has finally arrived to oversee the birth.
I need to be here. It is critical because if we have a problem with the giraffes, we need to be there right away. And sometimes the head on a giraffe, it's so long and the neck is so long, the head can be back, and that would be a problem. We would need to anesthetize her immediately and go in and try to reposition that head and see if we can get the calf out.
As if to allay their fears, a nose soon appears.
There it is. There's the tip.
Leg up, it will come out.
Moments later, the head.
Look at the little
Sherry, Kim, and Ashley are relieved to see the baby is in the proper feet and head-first birthing position.
We can already see the baby's nostrils starting to flare a little bit, although he's still getting oxygen from mom's placenta right now. But he's getting ready so that when he hits the ground, he'll start breathing within a minute or two.
But April showers are forecast for later in the day, and Kim and Sherry don't want to push it.
We're going to be introducing the mom and the baby to the rest of the females, and then also the 2 other babies. So the baby will be able to meet its little buddies that it's going to grow up with. So we'll go see what happens. Are you ready to go bring your baby over?
One by one, the curious females and their offspring approach Lady and her baby. Lady tolerates the greetings, but seems reluctant to allow too much interaction. In the wild, females gather their calves together in nursery groups called creches. Here they can socialize under the watchful gaze of an adult, while the rest of the females forage for food. Umeki and another adolescent draw close to the young female. But Lady seems protective and tries to create some space between her calf and the curious pair. The baby weighs just over 100 pounds, considerably less than the 7-month-old teenagers. And her legs are still finding their strength.
Lady's being a good mom, being nice and protective of her baby.
The effort has an unintended result.
Baby crashed.
In the wild, a knockdown such as this could spell disaster. With predators about, a vulnerable calf must stay on its feet in order to survive. But the tumble itself looks worse than it is. Giraffe babies are tough and resilient.
That's cute.
In fact, here in captivity, the fall hastens a much-needed rest.